Scenes Live Free TV. Yes, it's early. I mean, it's kind of late here. It's 11 o'clock at night. What am I doing up at 11 o'clock at night in Ghana, where I sleep so well? I'm wired. Okay, I'm a little sleepy. Oh my God, wait, I said I'm wired. But yeah, just yawned on you all, and that's not so wired. But I haven't been on Live Free TV in so long, and I want to be on Live Free TV, y'all. I want to be on Live Free TV. So apparently, with this COVID-19, Ghana is doing quite well, doing great stuff. One of the best, as well as Africa, one of the countries doing one of the best or some of the best things. And I'm just so happy. Still on our, I'm going to say partial lockdown. The public places are kind of still closed, but we are moving around, and that's good. They found some new cases, and they traced it back to one person in the fish processing factory. That and a lot of people I got it there in the factory. So, wow, okay. But anyway, you ain't hear about all that. You ain't came for that. You came to say hi and to see your girl, and to say that yes, I'm just so happy to be in Ghana during this time. I think I would be happy to be in Ghana during any time. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Just yawning. I had an amazing day today. It was just amazing. I didn't go out all day because I stayed in, and I stayed in bed late, later than usual, because I've been out all weekend. Every day I've been out hanging out, doing stuff for the boutique. So it was really nice today to just be in. And even yesterday, I went out to the market and got the food. We had an amazing cooking class. Anybody that was in the class, if you thought it was amazing, let us know. We learned how to make contumely, and we also learned how to make sobolo. And I just want to say, I was looking at the press conference that the president of Ghana held tonight. I missed it, but I saw the excerpts because I'm in a wonderful Ghana group. I'm so glad on Facebook, so I get all the stuff right away. And I love it. And he's just addressing the cases, the confirmed cases, all of the statistics. And he talked about, one of the things he talked about was, oh, I love this. What president is doing this as far as, in the United States, okay? Talking about the foods that help strengthen your immune system. He's like, one way we could fight this is strengthening our immune system. He talked about the vitamins that are great for protecting the immune system is A, B6, C, and a couple of other ones, maybe one or two other ones, but those three I remember. And he named the foods that Ghana has that has all of that in them. And one of them is the contumely. Y'all, the contumely is the dish of dishes. It is the cocoa leaves of the cocoa yam, rather. It's the leaves of the cocoa yam. And it is the way that, and it was so simple to make, but yet she put it in. Faustina made it tonight. It was a wonderful class. You get that extra little stuff. It was beautiful. And then she made the sobolo the proper Ghanaian way that I never even made it that way. And those things are so plentiful. They name plantains, contumely, oranges, okra, they call it, instead of okra, they call it okra, oranges, contumely, plantains, this other stuff that Ghanaians eat on a normal basis. The mushrooms here are life on top of life. I eat lots of contumely, which I'm eating some more. I eat the sobolo. I eat it all the time. They ain't put on this. I eat brown rice. I eat the local brown rice. This is the foods, and Ghana has it, and I'm just so happy. And I'm sure, those are the ones they name. I'm sure the mangoes ain't hurting us either. You know what I'm saying? They didn't put the sobolo, but I know that's working as well. So I'm just so happy to be in Ghana. You see me with my kente. What did Frank, you call it, the butterfly print or the butterfly style. And I just love it. It's my around the house outfit. And so, yeah, I wanted to share that with you. And just that, my house is spotless. I got it, my girl Faustina, she comes once a week and she cleans, she cooks for me. I pay her, just want you to know. And I could cry. I'm going to get teary eyed because every time I think about that wonderful family, I get emotional. But my place is spotless. And I couldn't see through my phone before. And I called my daughter. She was like, Mom, why don't you just take the screen protector was on the phone and they put it on improperly. It was the wrong one. I can see it now. And so it was blocking the front camera. And I love it's a great screen protector, but it was blocking the front camera. So I mean I could totally see where the holes was. Dude, you know this wasn't working. Okay, we'll just leave it alone. Anyway, doesn't matter. I took it off and hopefully I can get another one. So yeah. Just wanted to just check in and just say oh, I'm the most blessed woman in the world. I mean, we all are so many blessings, many levels, and I'm just happy to be here. I know that planes are traveling again. Did y'all hear that? That the planes are actually traveling again internationally. I heard it announced, so I don't know if anybody's going to get on them bad boys, but I know that they're getting in my group, I know that Ghanaians that stuck abroad, they're allowing them to come back home. And I think the State Department is sending another plane to bring more Americans in Ghana back to the States. I won't be going. But also the other way around to bring Ghanaians home as well. But I did hear that the planes are starting to open and they're telling like internationally where you're going. Now I'm pretty sure that if you travel, you're still probably going to be quarantined in most of these countries for 2 weeks. I don't know who has more than 2 weeks to travel to give it up in a quarantine. So I don't know if a lot of travel is going to be going on. But did you hear that some of the airlines announced that they would be traveling? Tell me if you did. And if so, was any of the countries on there, or will you be traveling early? I know Ghana, the borders is still locked down. I know we're still in a partial lockdown. Like I said, the public places and all that is still closed. And they're going to make sure that all of that is, they say, till May 31st. I would be shocked if they open the borders internationally after May for June. But I also know the tourism in Ghana is taking a serious hit right now. So I don't know what they're going to do. I feel like the president's doing what he can, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful for my family, y'all. My family in the States, of course, they're amazing. But to be able to come to Ghana and get this amazing family, it's just, I can't really explain it. It kept me up tonight. It was so nice having Faustina teach the class. I just felt like this woman went to school, scraped up her money. She's a mother of two, a wife, and they are humble and wonderful. They the ones that gave up their baby's bed, and the baby slept with them. Kojo slept in the living room on the floor. Faustina took the two babies that they had their own bed together and gave me the bed. The food, the time, the care, the translating, the always here for me, making sure nobody's trying to get over, the love. They are fair. I feel as comfortable with them as with anybody. I'll be honest, I need them to be here. Like I know that I'm gonna see them at least 2 times a week. Like I'm gonna go shopping with them. They're gonna take me. They've done so much for me, and I just want to show my appreciation, and I just want to share it. I know you may not want me to say your name, but if it's okay, you let me know tomorrow. But a sister, one of our tribe members, was so loving. She donated some money so that Faustina can get some stainless steel pots instead of having to cook out the aluminum pots. I'm so happy. They took me to find stainless steel and I was able to buy it. And she like, oh, these pots are great. I said, and I knew she deserved it. And sister, I want to thank you again for donating. And she donated the money because the children broke my mirror, the one that Kwame made for me, that they broke the actual mirror, not the frame, luckily. So she gave a little extra so I can get the mirror. And I told the family, Faustina was in tears. The husband said, what can we do to thank her? I said, when we buy it, do a video and we'll show. I love y'all. Like, you want to talk about my family? Y'all make me cry because I'm so happy. How beautiful was that? Like, your girl and said, and the donation came, I think it was through PayPal, and it said, I love y'all so much. It said, I want to thank you. I want to tell them I want to thank them for taking such good care of you. So not only am I overwhelmed by the love from the Kojo Ofori family, but also from the love of y'all. Even when Faustina was teaching the class, I had asked, I said, how long you been married? I didn't know all this stuff about them. And I asked her, and her wedding, she said 4 years this July. And some people from the class, assistants from the class said, we need to get them an anniversary gift. So anyway, y'all, I love y'all because that is love. All the donations you ever sent me, that's love. The support on all channels, that's love. But to be thankful that somebody's loving on me right and want to give them something because you think that I'm that special to you, that's love right there. So many of y'all have done so much, and I just want to say, if I'm not internally grateful, I want you to know I am so, so, so thankful. And all the Ghana vloggers, I'm so thankful. So you're going to meet some good people when you come. If you do visit, you'll get to meet the family, and you will see how much that they are genuine. They help so much. If we listen, they'll be there for us. And like I said, I met them through the Sister Goddess. And even though me and her didn't work out, the family is so dear for me. I mean, they love me as much as I love them, and I'm doing my best. I'm definitely, I got some employees. I look at it like that way, as far as I'm doing my best. And it helps to when you donate that way, because it helps me be able to give them money, pay them for all the things that they do for me, make an offering. And that's my tithing. That's who it's going to. And y'all, so I do my best. That's why I'm giving you so much stuff for free. I'm teaching about being in Ghana. I didn't do a class on it because I need to just give you that information, and hopefully that you'll enjoy it. There's a couple of people that you might want to watch. It's a channel called Living My Best Life in Ghana. You might know them already. It's a husband, wife. They got children, grandchildren, but husband and wife from from Tennessee, United States, and they spend 6 months in Ghana, 6 months in the U.S. Their channel blowing up. They actually was interviewed on another sister, definitely a mixed sister from England, I think, who actually interviewed them, and the interview was so powerful that I know they don't reach 1,000 subscribers, but I think they just started. But this woman is powerful, the wife, the husband, all of it, living my best life in Ghana, or living our best life in Ghana. Look for them, they're dope. I really like their channel. I don't get to watch it all the time long, but I just support her. So she's watching, I totally and absolutely support them. Also, Elayseah, the Black Unicorn. She's a Black American. She has a lot of real estate and apartments. Y'all should definitely check her out. My girl La-Rhonda, which I can never remember how to say. I just got to put links in the description box. Check her out. Just the one that called me, and we met in Pran. I love her. You gotta check her out as well. Who else am I watching? Of course, there's Ashanti Queen. She's a Ghanaian, and she built her own house, and we built a house in Ghana, and it's beautiful. And she has, for y'all that like the mall and all the regular stuff, like I just call it right because I don't do it. She's good for that. She'll show you all of Ghana. I don't shop in malls, so I definitely ain't gonna show you a dang mall. But if you shop at a mall and you want to know about malls and buildings and all that, I'm just trying to give you some other people that can show you stuff I really just don't. It may not be as interested in. I think that would be good for y'all. So if you know some other vloggers, whether they're Ghanaian or Black American, of course, Eat, Love, Migrate, blowing up, channel's amazing. Got her Bansu Village coming along, and she's in Ghana, and she's Black American. I feel like, in a way, ES started the ball. Like, ES, come on, we gotta give her all the props. Thumbs up, 32 people, 9. ES from Eat, Love, Migrate, she showed us how it's done. She came, didn't she? She came to Ghana, was all through Ghana, doing rituals. She go to Egypt and find the Nubian people. She come back and build a community, goes to Sierra Leone, get her citizenship, hang out in Tanzania with my girl, Kat from Traveling Sister. Just watch her anyway. Her channel's amazing. Traveling Sister. Another one, Afro. It was Afro-American in Ghana. I think she might have changed to African-American in Ghana. And she's in Namibia. She's another dope sister too. Just if you want to talk about just like Black Americans out there, Kat from Traveling Sister YouTube channel, just for especially for us that want to see Black Americans, but there are also a lot of Ghanaians. There's also a lot of Ghanaians that are diasporans as well, and they're coming back. And I'm watching another sister, and I really don't remember her channel. I know today she had a traveling to Ghana as a single woman, some things you should know. And I just can't remember exactly. And I've subscribed to her channel and everything, and I don't remember the title. So let's support each other. Let's support all of us, especially everybody, all the Ghanaians, because Ashanti Queen is a Ghanaian who I think lives in New York and maybe Ghana at the same, and comes back and forth as well. I love the living my best life in Ghana with the African American couple, because they show you that you don't have to live here all the time. You can live part time, and it's all up to you. It's all up to you. So just kind of getting you in there, making sure we watching and supporting each other, and that we all will remember to continue to support each other as well. I feel like we all got a different take. I'm definitely coming for, I like to show you the people, the artists. I like to tell you the support of the family. What I like to show you is what I feel like and how I feel like what I want to do for Ghanaians. Actually, living my best life in Ghana, I think they actually have a business that they created, and they have a community that they adopted, and Black Americans is coming here doing it up, y'all, doing it up. So, come in, come through. If you don't come, my boutique will be up, so buy some things. And I just wanted to say hi. I wanted to say, it's beautiful. Like it's late. I usually be asleep by now, but you ever been in such a state of gratitude that you just got to sit back? You just got to sit back because you're in a state of gratitude. Because these things are really well. I always feel good when I can help others, and I always feel good when I can help myself, and I always feel good when I can help y'all. And y'all helping me through all of this. And I just want to say thank you. I really wanted to get on and say I am living free in Ghana. Ghana is definitely, freedom is a word that you will hear from most, I would say, African Americans in Ghana. Or, especially African Americans. I notice that word of freedom comes to us a lot more than a lot of people that been watching. So definitely. And I try to watch people that I can relate to. So I probably will watch Black Americans definitely coming from the States. I can relate to them. But I do watch, like I said, the Ghanaian sister. Shanti Queen's Ghanaian too, but she's back and forth. And I watch them as well because they just got insights and ideas. But if you don't look so much like me a lot, or I don't know, I watch people that I feel like our experiences could be similar because we're Black, it could be similar. So, anyway, let me just see who's on and say goodnight. I made it, yes. Hey, LNZ Show, you did. Hello, ladies, beautiful day. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Leopard, Sheila. How are you? Do you cook meals every day? No, I actually don't. No, let me not say that. On Sunday, usually Faustina cooks for me, and she'll cook a meal that lasts about 2 days, maybe 3 if you stretch it. But then I cook beans and rice, and that lasts about a few days. So I don't mind eating the same thing for a few days. Last week, though, I ate out every day. I did. I was at the vegan spot every day. I was there every day. I was, but you can get a nice meal for 2 for 20 CDs. That's less than $5. That's less than $5 US for two. So, but we got a big spread out for 2 people for $10. That was extremely a lot for me. I thought, but the meal, it was late. We had so much food. So anyway, but I cook now. I try not to eat out because I know what I like, and I now know how to cook it. So I cook mostly when I do. But like I said, I feel like I'm still not settled yet, where I got my routine going. I still am learning about the country, learning about the food. So many things, of course, like everywhere else is seasonal, so some things go in, come out. So there's always a new food that you can learn about because you didn't know, that you don't know. So yeah. But I'm getting better at the cooking. I'll definitely put that out there. Yes, let's see. Hello, Lisa Marie. Hey, I can't stay on, but I wanted to say Happy Mother's Day. Thank you, me Darcy. Natural, thank you so much. And I got to get with you. We got something we need to do. Natural, clever, peace, sister. How are you? Positive vibes. Hey, y'all. Leopard says Lisa Marie, and you're inherited the two wonderful kids. Ooh, Auntie Lisa. Ooh, girl. Emma B says, hey, Lisa, hey. Melanie says, oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't attend. Beautiful. Yes, oh, that class was everything. Brown Sugar, that is beautiful. Yes, that was so beautiful, says Naturally Clever. Thank you. Yes, wasn't that? Oh, my God. Yes, Naturally Clever says, hello, Melon Rich. Hey, nice eyeshadow. Thank you, Lakeisha. How are you? Naturally Clever says, I literally just finished watching The Family on Vanessa can be, right, being interviewed, and then saw you were live. Yo, that's so wonderful. I appreciate that. You know, I love you, Naturally Clever. ES is bomb. She's bomb. She's bomb. Living my best life in Ghana interview with Vanessa. Yeah, she is also a YouTube vlogger from Scotland and vlogs about Ghana. Okay, I knew she was biracial. I wasn't sure what her which one? I didn't know. So Scotland. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. Joyce said, just letting you know I'm watching. Hey, Joyce. Love traveling sister too. That sister, traveling sister in Tanzania, that she got me. Love to travel. Wave says, greetings, greetings. Cleveland says, Jasmine Alma. That's her. That's the one, Natural Clever. That's the one YouTube who has moved back home. Yes. She is the one. That's the one. Her name is Jasmine Alma. I want to thank you for that. Kay says, live your best life. Yes. Shelly says, I love the class. Oh, today, yes, Faustina was amazing. What I love most about the class was that it showed me that we have more similarities and difference. We are one people. And you know what, Shelly? I love it. She talked about the cooking class. You can still buy it if you haven't bought it already. She talking real stuff here. And let me tell you why, Shelly. I felt that everybody in the class felt that too, Shell. I felt like everybody in the class realized that, oh my God, we are African. Yes, Faustina gave it to us, didn't she? She was we do the same thing. We say it's just that, or we do it that way, or we cut off this, or we do it. But I felt that too, and I didn't know what connection we would all feel, but that was what I felt, and I felt y'all feeling it. And that's why I brought her on. You know, I'm so proud of that young lady. She's in her 30s, so that's my baby. 30, 40. Oh, yeah, I could have had her. God dang it. I could have had that. But I love her, and I love her family, and I think she brought that to us, and it was so much fun. And then, girl, that sister, Shirley, I told you, I put a link to share the link on the group's page. It was the president of Ghana talking about how to build your immune system. Go look, and I'll put it on the group page. You might have saw, and I said, y'all, look what made the list of having all the vitamins, that immune fighting or disease fighting vitamins or immune strengthening vitamins, all the ones that's needed to improve the immune system. And he named the foods of Ghana, and y'all, contumely was one of them. I was like, wait. I heard, because it's the contumely itself. The leaves are they say more nutritious than kale, collards, and spinach all put together. That contumely. So we made the dish that saves our lives. I mean, I just had to say, like, I shared that. I hope you can see it. Love to Travel says, yes, Jasmine on my lovely channel. She inspired me to recreate my channel. Yay! So wait, Love to Travel with Wave, you have a channel as well? Like, we need to know that. We need to check you out because you're a family member. Positive Vibe says, Lisa Marie, hey, tell me something. Okay, Positive Vibe. Okay, that's a good question. I'm going to answer that. You are all making me so jealous. As soon as I finish my master's, I will definitely make sure I come home to do some community work, living through you, Auntie. Keep it up. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sweetie. Why do you think so many African Americans prefer Ghana? And I'm going to tell you why I think, and I'm going to get to right that. I think African Americans, sort of Earth's answer, like Ghana, because politically it's more stable and it's made more of an effort. There you go. Both of those, to engage with the diaspora. Nigeria now, useless, laugh out loud. I'm a British Nigerian. Go ahead. She said, yeah, they ain't ready. I love you. Okay, I think it's because there are so many diasporas already there. That true. And I'm liking what I see in Ghana, but Tanzania is a beautiful place too. I will definitely look at this evening. I want to thank you for sharing your experiences of travel. It's grown me in so many ways. I'm so thankful. So yeah, I would agree with Salt of the Earth. I would agree with Salt of the Earth. And who else answered the question? Was it Salt of the Earth? Uh, yes, and natural clever. I think she's right. I think it's because so many diasporans have been in Ghana. We got people in here. Somebody told me, says to see somebody there for 50 years. So some people from the diaspora have been going to Ghana. I remember being a youngster. There was another president of Ghana. This is so many years ago, maybe in the 80s even. He had asked Ghanaians, I mean Africans in the diaspora to come back. He did, and I remember that. And so he was the first one. They more welcome. Yeah, they have more welcome. They're more welcoming. They ask us to come home. And also, Ghana is a place that we know that has a port where enslaved Africans were brought to and then brought from. There's other ones too in other African countries, but all African countries don't have it. Nigeria should have been asked for us to come home because I'm hearing that a lot of us, I got 3 or 4% Ghana. I've heard other people got a little bit percent Ghana. A lot of us got Nigerian. And that's the deep part, the Nigeria. Now, Nigeria, after they saw the success of Ghana and Benin, which aren't they next door practically? And my people is Cameroon and Nigerian, right? So mostly, and Congo, all of that. But I think it's interesting that I heard that Nigeria and Benin, I think this year they wanted to do a year of the return. But some people said it was just because Ghana did so well in making the money. And I don't want to think that Nigeria, like step up, because a lot of Black Americans, and when I say Black Americans, I'm talking about a lot of Jamaicans too. We from Nigeria, okay? So yeah, I think that Nigeria wants to do it as well, but I know Nigeria. I think a lot of people. Another thing why I think people are going towards Ghana and not Nigeria, because Nigeria. I mean, quite frankly, I think Nigeria was a lot of us was taken there. It makes sense, since if Brazil has the most Africans in the diaspora outside of Africa, only second, the most Black people, only second to Nigeria. I mean, it shows you that the percentage of us is so high that most of us are coming from Nigeria because it has so many people, right? So, so Nigerians step up, and I know you're going to do a year return, but come on, be nice. Now, we need more from Ghana, though. We need Ghana to give us citizenship in a much easier way. Oh, that's another thing. Ghana did finally grant citizenship, so I think more diasporans are coming. Not to everybody, but to more than before ever. I don't know if Nigeria has granted citizenship to anybody that's outside diaspora. I'm not sure, but Nigeria is coming in. But I'm just saying, a lot of us are Nigerian. We need to step up and be Nigerians, okay? Yes, Lisa Marie, yes, I love what you're doing. Thank you. I suppose W. Du Bois was the first. Yes, that's right. He came, remember, he came. I think he only lasted a year here before he passed, but he was buried here. Yes, I do have a channel. Show me some love. Yes, okay, didn't know. That's love to travel away. We will. Is it in their constitution? Is what exactly? Positive, tell me. I truly hope Tanzania will become more diaspora friendly. Yeah, that's another thing. Brazil has Yoruba descendants. That makes sense too. The citizen thing is a process, yes. Kwame Crew invited W. Du Bois. That's wonderful. The YouTuber Dinas Amir got his Nigerian citizenship. Oh, yay! That's so wonderful. Thank you. That's right, because I did hear him talk about Nigeria. Yay! How did he do it? Do you know? I got to see the video. Link the video. I will not mind. How did he get it? I hope so. That would be great, because I got my DNA. I can prove my 45% Nigerian, and then the rest is Cameroon. I mean, that's why I laugh, because it's like, wow, I can't be denied. I'm like in Nigeria and then Cameroon, which is next door. And I think Nigeria used to, I don't want to say own Cameroon, but I think Cameroon got their independence from Nigeria, right? So really, right, there you go. Like, and I know that's my mother's side. I'm from the Massa and the Mafa people of the Cameroon. I got that from African ancestry. So, I could prove that. But I think the rest of it, with the ancestry, is Nigeria. And I'm thinking that's probably on my father's side, might be the Nigerian Cameroon. So I'm so happy. I'm just so happy about that. Yes, I am Nigerian and Benin and Togo. Yes, Nigerian, Benin and Togo. Right, I want to say that because that all go together. And that's interesting, the Togo, because the Togo, now that is close to Ghana. But the Benin, yes. The Ghanaian constitution is the only African constitution that gives diasporas automatic rights of a vote. Now there is, I heard about somebody mentioned, I think on that interview I saw the right to abode, but the right of abode, but I think that it's still, it's a process, but we're here. But let me tell you what I think, y'all. I think that Africans are going to start going to many places, especially if they feel welcome. African Americans. I think there's going to be Ghana. I think because of Traveling Sister, people are going to go to Tanzania. And I heard ES mention that she really want to go back to Tanzania. That's her first favorite country. I've never been there. And I feel like a lot of people love her and will follow her. So I'm sure people will start looking, and that's fine. Put it on the map. Put it on the map. I think Tanzania, that's East Africa, and this is West Africa. I think it'll be great. I think there's a lot of, I think like maybe Nigeria, when they get their stuff together too. I'm sure a lot of people were going back to Nigeria as well. So yeah, I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be wonderful. I agree. I heard much talk about how great the year return was. Wanted to also just say thank you for your boldness on stepping out and living and showing us life. Oh, yeah, me dasi. Lavender Group says African countries need to step up and support African Americans on our fight before we go and save their economy. We already fought for all to come to the U.S. and live, for all of other people, that's right, to come to the U.S. and live prosperously. So yeah, they do need to step it up. I will agree, and I'm hopeful that they are. I'm hopeful. I think, like they said, as far as Ghana, Black Americans, we got 7 to 9,000 African Americans in Ghana. That's still a lot of people. We have a lot of refunds. We have a lot of resources and funds, and if we come together and present it that way, I think we'll start getting some more stuff. So, but definitely, it's interesting that a lot of people don't go to South Africa. Yeah, I think we still got a lot of that apartheid. That was a hard one to overcome, and in my lifetime, like we saw it, and we saw the horrific. And I remember reading so many books about it, and oh my gosh. Also wanted to say today's class was awesome. Thank you, y'all. If y'all missed the class, you can buy the replay. You'll be able to buy it, and you'll get the link right away to download it. It was very warm and beautiful, and it showed a lot of love between two sisters. I didn't see the Erykah Badu and Jill Scott, but I heard about the love between those two. Well, me and Faustina was having much love, and I would like y'all to see that. See the love we both have for each other. So wonderful. Yes. Hey, Coco. Hey, Coco007. So, yeah, y'all. I think it would be great if African governments offered out contracts for building to African American businesses. That would not be bad. South Africa was just like the West to me. I didn't feel that African spirit. Okay, and so a lot of people say that. And it's been, white folks been there for a long time, so I'm sure instead of the Chinese, that's true. I saw it yesterday, those queens were on fire. I heard about it. But you know what, positive vibes? I want to say, instead of Chinese, yes, I think that, I don't know, like I feel like I keep hearing that. I feel like a lot of African Americans are angry with Ghana, or still angry with Africa because they believe that the chiefs sold us. Now, listen, I'm not saying that the chiefs or the whatever did not sell us. Like, I don't never think about blaming black people for slavery. Okay, that's me. It might not be you. To blame black people for slavery is like, I don't know, to blame the chiefs for selling us. Well, they didn't all sell. And not all Africans that got to America were from the stolen bunch. Some were straight kidnapped. That was a fact that they did that. I don't think that the slave master was playing fairly. So to say that they sold us, and I don't know why we harp on that. I know maybe it's important, and people got the pain. I can't tell you how to get over the pain. Let me not down people's pain, okay? For me, I don't think about them selling us. Like, I don't think that the majority of us, the millions that were here, eventually, after a while, were sold by the chiefs. I just don't. Now, if you do, y'all let me know, but I don't. I feel like you need to look at the enemy and know who he is. I really, that story, like, I'm not mad at the Africans, okay? I'm sure they sold and they didn't even know they was doing. But to think that, so white people don't have nothing. There was nobody to sell to, so white people didn't do nothing. So did the Africans also that sold us come over here and enslave us as well? I mean, they didn't do that. They not. I don't know. I don't know why we blame it. I mean, I get it. I don't, y'all. I don't get it. I don't feel that same. So I'm not saying you were saying that. I'm saying I hear. I've been hearing that a lot. And they sold us. I look at different videos and go in the comment section. Well, y'all sold us. I be like, oh, we so hurt. And I felt that hurt, like, oh my God, black people think Africans sold us. I'm not saying they didn't. I don't know if the majority of us that got here was from the sold bunch. That's all I'm saying. What about the ones that wasn't? And what about all the shit that happened once we came? What about the slave castles? What about all that shit? What about the stuff that I'm saying, like, let's go get the people that got some money, we can really sue them. I mean, if we're going to do it, you know what I'm saying? But I understand the pain. I don't feel that. I don't feel like they owe. But I do feel like now. Now. The idea of getting African Americans, we got to go before we build up their country. Like, okay, I understand you're a little upset, and I don't blame you because you feel like. See, I don't know how we're gonna make it if Black Americans are mad at Africans. It's almost like no matter what Africans do, we might not ever be satisfied because the healing is so much deeper. So I don't know what we're gonna do if one of us stop. We gotta stop being mad at the Africans. Can we at least not be mad at the Africans? You know, they are giving citizenship, and it's slow, but it's happening. I was watching a video with Mama Amicus, and she's been here for over 30 years, and she said, she's of One Africa. She said, come on, y'all, it's happening, though. She feels hopeful, and she's been here a long time. You know, as bad as you might think the African, it ain't nothing like the United States system. You're going to feel way better treated here. So I think that I just don't have the, okay, instead of hiring the Chinese, okay, we know that they got some issues, and we know that there's a lot of corrupt governments, and that's the only reason they're bringing the Chinese. They ain't hired the Chinese. The Chinese said, look, I'm going to give you this money, I'm going to give you infrastructure, and I'm going to build up Africa, and I'm going to pay you to do it. Of course they took the money. I mean, it's not right, it's wrong. Of course they took the money. But, so I don't think that, okay, so you should hire Africans. See, this is my thing. You said they should hire African Americans to build up Ghana. I think they should hire Africans. I'm still down for that. I think they should hire Africans. I think they should hire Africans to build up Africa. As far as that, these people here need work. Why can't we train the Africans to do the work? We can. And that's my beef is, y'all know me. I mean, I'm not, I don't never thought, like, I'm here. I don't ever want to separate myself from the Ghanaians. I don't ever want to think it's them against me, or I should, and why don't we, and they do, because I never want that. My plan is to fully immerse myself into the culture. I want to learn their language. I don't expect them to learn mine. Even though they're supposed to know English, a lot of them don't. I want to learn their customs because that's why we're there. And when we find it, and theirs is way older. You know, I don't necessarily, I'm not that, I mean, maybe I'll change. I don't feel it, y'all. I feel we should all get along as far as Black Americans and Africans. And I feel like we have to have a different conversation that is more we-ness and us-ness, not me-ness and I-ness. I think we're never going to get anywhere. We're never going to be united. We're never going to go. We got to get over that they sold us. Let's stop that. White folks did worse more than they did. We got to get over that the Chinese bought them out. Okay, what are we going to do about that? And what about the Ghanaian people? So they owe us something, the African Americans. The Ghanaians that lived and died here too. Like, they don't owe them nothing. They don't owe their own people nothing. I mean, I feel like if we don't get along, we're going to have a lot of problems. But I do feel like the chiefs that's giving land to the African diasporans, I think that that's totally legitimate. We should have a place that should be given to us. Why not? And Ghanaians will have controversy on that. They saying they don't get a free place to live. I think that we don't have to tell Ghana, you sold us, therefore you owe us. Oh, you sold us, so you owe us. I think we can come with another way, because I think that is antagonistic, and I don't think that's going to get us what we want. I think we could actually say, you know, we are the daughters and the sons of the same ancestors, your ancestors that were stolen as well. And we want to be able to come back and not have a problem. I'd rather have the city. I want the land. Give me some land. I'll take the land. But I really want the citizenship. Land without citizenship, then it means you don't really own it. You're not even a citizen. How you gonna even buy land? How do you really own it? You can't pass it down because you're not a citizen. Give me my citizenship first. I'll get the land. We figure out the land. I'd rather have my citizenship. And all that goes with that. The buying of land, the selling, the passing down, all of it. But I'm not mad at Africa. I never have been. I got here, I have been. I never think about them selling slavery. Every time I hear, I'll be like, oh, we got some stuff to work through. I want to hear your take on it. 39 people, 19 thumbs up. Let me hear. Let me talk. I want to know. I want to hear. Yes. It's on YouTube. You want to live? Oh, yes. Oh, okay. I might watch it. Yeah, I might watch it. My music taste is so different these days, but I like both of them. I agree with you. We were all victims. Yes. I really don't know if we actually know the truth. Shelley says, all right. Also, people forget that those who were kidnapped left families behind who grieved for them to the end. Yes, to the end. And that hurts. Some of those Africans whose descendants were kidnapped are alive today and don't know the history. That's true. That's right. And that's the shame right there, positive, right? Can we get the number of likes to match the amount watching? Thank you, Naturally Clever. Please. 39 people, 20 likes. I think Africa is not for everyone. Not everyone needs to come and live. And I agree with you. I agree with you. I don't, and you know what? Not only do I agree with you, I so agree with you. Not only do everybody don't need to, everybody won't. I even say, even during this pandemic, that it looks like all these people are coming to Ghana and gonna. I don't think so too. I think it's gonna be a big rush, but I think it might die down because the reality is way more different than the fantasy. The fantasy is amazing. Oh, we're going to go to Ghana, we're going to be free, and life's going to be great, and everything's going to be easy. Because that's how most of the diasporans show Ghana. Now, no, I mean, you have to watch it. Who really tells you the downside? Some people now, I can hear them, they kind of get into the downside, and they still do it in a very nice way. And I think that's why I don't do that with y'all. I love it, but I'm going to show y'all the stuff because I think I wouldn't let my people go out like that. Like, I would not build it up to be that. I think it's irresponsible of us as YouTubers not to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Because they all living without that water going off. They got days where the water go off now. I don't know who you paying to put your water on, but that water ain't on, okay? I know you got the night out, the black. I know that. You can't tell me now, okay? I know you got infrastructure issues. I mean, like, so I'm so with you that it's not for everybody. I say it's not for most people. I would not even guess that the majority, I wouldn't say that half the African Americans would come to Ghana to live. I wouldn't even say 25% is going to come to Ghana to live. And then I'm going to say, even if 15 came, which is amazing, that's a high. Let's say 10% of the black population in the States, and that's a lot, would come to Ghana to live. I believe within 6 months, most of them might want to go back. And it's all up to them. So I'm with you. I'm with you. And a lot of people have a lot. They got families. Some people don't want to leave their families, and you can't blame them. But I do believe that more are going to come than ever before, and some of them are going to stay. But I'm with you that it's not for everybody, and I think but it's for me though. I'm gonna say that, and I think it's not for everybody for a lot of reasons, and I think that a lot of African Americans are still angry. I still think it goes back to being angry, and then we got a lot of black people that y'all swearing up and down, you ain't African, like y'all running with that one, and that's okay. That's okay too. You're Americans, you're the first natives, and I don't know how you got to native. I don't know how you got to the States. So you never passed Africa, and that's fine. That's fine. Oh, that's right. You was native first, and then sent the natives went to Africa. I'm not really sure how the story goes. I don't, because I'm not that interested in the story. Not that I disrespect your story, if that's the truth. Like Shelley said, the cooking class showed us that we are African. We're so African that it's so undeniable when you can be here and you can see how African you really are. But if you don't want to be African, that's okay too. I personally like being African. I don't have a problem with it. So I think a lot of that. But But whatever the reasons, yeah, I agree with you that it's not for everybody. Yes, that's true. Hey, HTHTV3. Greetings, Lisa Marie in chat. Hey, especially if you feel angry, you should stay where you are and do your thing. That's right, Queen. I agree with you, positive. Yes, greetings, Natural Clever says, recall when the Morning Star tape said, in part, the land belonged to its people, denoting the natives. Oh, okay. Okay, I got to get that better. Ronique, hey, sis, hey. That just says, right, a much better way. They don't owe us anything. We just want them to embrace us coming back. Yes, embrace us and like give us the citizenship. I like they did that one. I think we deserve that, especially if we already living there 10, 15, 20 years. What y'all doing? Why you making it hard for us? Like I do got complaints, but definitely not the. Yeah, I agree. Train the Africans. Yes, if we don't, it would be like Americanizing Africa to what we're already used to. That defeats her. And that's what I fear, Carlette. That's my worst fear, that Americans are going to come and make Ghana like America. But so far we haven't, so maybe we won't. Maybe we won't do it. And yeah, I just feel like, yeah, I think we need to be careful and not, yeah, exactly. That's it. That's just, we're gonna watch and see. And stern, hostile sounding expectations dictated from either direction may not be soothing way to resolve. That's right. This issue, true, got to be a better way to, yes, ameliorate. And I know the word, and I love it, using big words, and I thank you for that. Okay, ACACB says, when fancy feels much better than the facts, such as life in most spheres. This is true. The Travel Lady says, speak, sister, truth, says Travel Lady. In the 21st century, do you think that's deliberate to maintain some oppressiveness? Yes, I do. Positive vibes. At least Marie, you are right. Speak the truth. Diasporas in Gambia are also not telling the truth. They never talk about how to make money out there. No, I know. I don't know. And I'm just trying to figure out why we're doing that. They recently had the Great Return. We were watching Tanya's footage there. Dr. Boyce went back to Ghana too. That I remember seeing that. There is one YouTuber, she and her family is back and forth living. Love to know where our ancestors came from. Yes, I think that's the system, living our best life in Ghana, and they go back and forth. Akibulan is what we call it. Yes, that's right. There's a document entitled Something Along the Lives of From Harlem to Tanzania. Oh, I got to see that, Queen. Thank you. Very compelling. Like America, in what way? Plumbing and utilities daily? No, like, okay, you want to go there? We go there. No, like America, I'm just going, I want to get it right when it come out my mouth, okay? So, the concern for all the buildings, the tall buildings, then it's almost like America. So what did we lose by concreting all of the grounds? What did we lose by living in a concrete jungle like New York, where I was born and raised? What do we lose in that? What do we lose that the buildings are so tall they actually block out the sun? How many trees have to be cut down in New York City in order for those buildings to exist? What kind of horror? I think about the projects I lived in was 21 floors. People was jumping out the window, being thrown off roofs. What I'm saying is that's very American. Needing to have everything look. So let's not wear or even buy Ghanaian clothes. Let's just wear American clothes. Let's just all have American clothes. Let's import American value system, which is not the same as the Ghanaian value system. Let's watch lots of TV and actually don't eat dinner at the dinner table, but just eat dinner around the television. Let's promote all things European as better. I mean, it could go on and on. I mean, if you don't know American culture, it's not that you don't know American culture, you don't know Ghanaian culture. And if you don't know African culture, then yeah, that exactly, some would say that attitude right there. Like they're so bad off and their streets are horrible. I mean, I'm not saying that the infrastructure could be better. I think it is, but there's people that lived here that's not Ghanaians, African American, with the poor infrastructure. Infrastructure change is not necessarily going to be bad, but how much of let's be careful of how much progress that we're using and losing out on the naturalness that is here as well. You know, maybe more pesticides. I mean, in the food, that's very first world, isn't it? So there's just a lot, and I mean, I could go on and on. But if you don't know, I don't know, sister, I don't know if you've been to any African country, maybe, I'm assuming you probably have. But there's something very special here. Why would you want any place to be like the States? I mean, any place that, I mean, I think it was the Eskimos, they were introduced to American so-called food, right? We're supposed to have the greatest food in the world, so we're the first world, right? Americans, them people died. And any culture that's introduced to the American style of food, they die. So that's another thing. American culture, fast foods. This is a slow food country. Fast foods kill the people. Why don't we just have TV with us shooting and killing each other all day long like we watch in the States? We don't even have that. That's not even here that much. I don't even see it. I mean, it's so much, and I know we don't know, right? We've never been. I think a lot of us really do believe that we're a little more superior. So we don't know when somebody has a culture that is not the same as us, but it is not inferior. So yeah, I mean, you know, if you ain't there, you ain't there. You know, I get it. Yes. Yeah, you said plumbing utilities daily. In what way? Yes, that's her. Take your time, sis. Yes, Coco says cosmopolitan, metropolitan, any of that. Wearing white man's clothes, bringing the oppressive ways, exploiting our own people, etc. Natural, clever. Thank you. It's such a shame because you have a lot of Ghanaian, Nigerian trained doctors moving to the States. If the African leaders were not as corrupt, Africa would be an honest paradise. I agree. And I guess you say this positive, so choose your poison. So you want to be in the corrupt United States, or you want to be in the corrupt Ghana? I mean, let's talk about it. I think we can sit here for a minute, because that's right. I mean, they both corrupt. Where you want to be? I like to look at people look like me. I like the warm weather. I like the fresh food. I feel free here. Free or not, I don't know. I just feel it. What about no outrageous mortgages? What about not having to never own your house? You know, what about not being treated for COVID-19 because you ain't white? Like, I mean, what about racism and white supremacy up in this badge? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot, but yes, I get it. Yes. So corrupt, yeah, but look up the case where the late Jackie Onassis stopped them from getting rid of Central Park, the great landmark of Great Central Station. She was a Leo too, a Shiro in that respect. Okay, thank you. HT, Shelley says, you are right about the concrete jungle. I don't like it. When I first moved to North Carolina, I love the trees and natural landscape. Now I'm ready to go because it's, and the North Carolina, Shelley, isn't complaining about, because that's why I didn't remember the New Yorkers and the Jersey and all of us, Californians too, came to North Carolina. Oh my God, it's not the same. I know, right? Exactly. Allow nature to be its organic self. No more GMO-ness, right? Or forcing our easier way of doing things on them, which rids us of our historical, cultural ways of doing. This is, okay, natural clever. Let me tell you how right she is. Natural clever. Let me tell you how right she is. I'm going to show you something right here. I'm going to show you this. This, I got to put the visuals to this one. She was so on this one. I want to show you something with our ways. I want to show you something. This one is good. Let me get I gotta get the lights on for this one, because this one's so dang good. So yeah, we always want quicker, faster, because you know you're doing it wrong. Why are they still doing that? We have machines. No, okay, that's not why. Let me say something that I thought was excellent. It made me think about my life a little bit. So this little thing right here, I'm gonna show you this. I think y'all will find this interesting. This, you see that? Okay, beautiful. This goes with this. They call this the natural blender. Call it the natural blender. Very standard, ancient time. They take everything. They make groundnut soup. They grind the contumely. They grind the pepe, which is the pepper, this way, right? Now, modern, now, they go, oh, but mommy, why are you using that? We have the blender. Yes, that's what they told me today in the cooking class. They say yes, and the blender will kill you slowly because the metal, when you're actually blending the pepe, which is the hot pepper, the metal gets into the food and is poisoning you slowly, as they put it. This is the original blender, and they love to say it. And this is how they cook. The food is healthier this way. It's more natural. So this is the kind of stuff. There's a way that I heard that they used to make the palm oil. It's a hard process, a long process, but it's a more natural process. Now they make it all quick because that's what people want. So there's some things that you don't want to rush too fast. But as Americans, like, why are you doing it that way? There's an easier way. So I mean, I felt you on that one. I had to go get the visuals out for that one, and I saw the way they said it was like, yeah, like they was kind of upset, like, yeah, I'm glad you asked which way to learn. This is the way. This is the way. Even the herbs, when you buy them in their whole form in a bean, like I want to say shape, they grind that bad boy down too. That's way more natural. And that the bowl part I told you, they eat off that. They used to eat only off the clay. Now they got all these ugly dishes that they sometimes eat off, but a lot of them, they're still more back to the basics. Drinking out of the coconut cups instead of the glass. I'm getting them off the aluminum and onto the stainless steel. Like, we're trying to make life even better. So lots of reasons, yes, but thank you so much. Yes, yes, I understand. Oh, no, I understand. Okay, you're going to perfect it. Yeah, I get that. Yes, I heard. Yes, yes. No, I'm just trying to get to the what was meant right when I said that. I got you. That's all. I wanted to understand the meaning behind it. Yes, okay, absolutely. Thank you. So much cancer disease, slow death here, Lisa. You're right. America is terrible in ways. It is. The documentaries on Manhattan meaning many hills. Then they flattened to build skyscrapers. Manhattan once looked like, no, it was wild, natives and all the docs. Thank you. That's very Hudson River compelling. Thank you, ACACV. I will check it out. Exactly. Choose your poison. Agree. Yes. Not in the divided states is natural, clever. Not being shot for reason. Yes. Some call it con-rid to get rid of the cons. Okay. Another reason to live in Africa, Ghana is the fourth safest. Yeah, that's beautiful. Safest in Africa, and you feel it. My best friend is from Ghana and will never return. She left at a young age, and the place was horrible, as she said. This place, oh, I wish she would return. Love North Carolina all my life, but still a slave state. Yes, more than pestle. Yes, they got another name. They call it their tree name because she sure named it. But yes, thank you. We called it more than pestle. She looked at me like, huh? They got their name, but that's what it is basically, but they call it something else, the original name. And I would love to be able to pronounce it one day. One day I will. I have 3 of them in different sizes. Go ahead, Karla. Oh my, I never knew that. I blend the smoothie near. I thought about the blending, like all the blending, right? Correction, mortar. Yes, yes, yes. More, I love that play on words. Happy Mother's Day. Yeah, thank you, Surgeon Observer. We are supposed to come to learn, observe, and integrate, immersing ourselves with the culture. That's why I enjoy what you are showing us over at Hilton Africa. I love you so much. And I just want to thank you, Naturally Clever. I want to thank y'all because I know some people was not feeling my little, what I wasn't willing. I'm not willing. I just wasn't that into it. I think that, like I said, I think the mental transition is the difficult part. And I think that the physical wouldn't be so difficult if mentally you could let go of our so-called the white father. Some of us rather have a white daddy than a black one, and we black. We rather deal with white corruption than black corruption. Some of us still have that, and not no one here, but I know it's a little bit of fear and a tad bit of self-hatred inside of us. It's like, I'm telling you, when enslaved Africans was emancipated from so-called slavery, and it was slavery, it was worse than slavery. A lot of them, when they was left was set free, they set free to do what? They didn't know how to do nothing without that master, and that was sad. It's a great book. My people don't want me to talk about slavery. I love that book, and it was real accounts of enslaved Africans who were still alive to tell about it. And that ending of the mass grave proclamation, they said so many said, oh my God, we're going to die. This master clothed us, fed us, had a place for us to sleep. Many of them starved to death and died. They didn't even leave the plantation. Some had to be kicked off. Some just stayed and just probably worked as slaves. They didn't even work for no money. But that was, of course, the mental slavery was already done. And the other way was that constant being taken care of. You know, in Ghana, you could be free, but you got to make your own way. In the States, you got still a lot of government agencies. There's no welfare here. There's no agency that's going to do that. States got you hooked up. And it's going to have you hooked in, too, in a minute. So it's hard to say that, you know, or we like the white man. They say, I always learned that in Native American classes that I took, and I love that, when the oppressed becomes the oppressor, because they usually do. Because they usually do. If we come to a country thinking we got some better ways than them, I think we need to cut it out. I think that we got collectively, we can do some great work, but I think we have to use the word collectively. I was just did a whole video on Facebook, and maybe I'll share that video here, but I talked about this idea of Madame. You may not want to be Madame. You want to be African. They can see me as African. No, you talk like a white person. A white person, not, like I was saying in the video, when we say somebody talks white, I think when I say it or somebody else says it in the States, we're referring to the accent that white people have, the way they phrase and hold their letters. Some people use it as, oh, I'm just because I'm educated, they say I'm talking white. I don't think black people mean that. There's a whole bunch of, John Henry Clark was educated, he didn't talk white. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Bennett talk white. So I think we know what they mean. It's an accent that white people have, and black people who's around it may sometimes adopt that accent whether they know it or not. But in Ghana, it's not the accent so much. It's not you're talking like white people phrase their words. It's our American English is white to them. We have money. We have house girls. We have washwomen. To them, that's white. So you're white. But I realize we have other things too. So being a madame, they call you madame. It means it's another word for boss, or it's another word for somebody in a position of power or somebody with money. They can use it other ways, but that's basically it. And people say, this is my madame, this is my madame, or they call you madame. So you might not want to be madame, but everything about you is so madame. Everything about you. So you got to understand that a lot of us do come there and we got it going on. We can have house girl, and we have, servant. Some people use servant. I heard the kids. I said, okay, we had a thing. They said, well, we need a servant. We need a servant. I was like, oh, that's what they say. That's the word they use. You're going to have one too, maybe. And you're going to have it because they're going to ask you, can they work for you, because they need the money. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. The thing is that we come here and we're rich like white folks here. We're rich here like white folks are in the States. So that could you got to be careful. Don't lose. Then you start treating it. I know somebody who treats the Ghanaians like shit. All her whiteness she got in her, I know there's some because I could physically see some. It's like you come to Ghana and your whole life turns upside down. You got black ancestors, but you got colonization. So that means there's generations of white ancestors that got with that part of you. And I watched this woman talk to Ghanaians and treat them like slaves. I'm talking about straight up and down. I'm not exaggerating. It's like that. Oh my God! It's not something to see. I don't see it. I don't communicate with this person anymore. And I think she's a cautionary tale of where we don't want to go. I don't know if she came to Africa. She loved the African people. I never heard her say it once, even before we got here. Some people exploit them. And I've seen it. So that's probably why, or they say things that I so boldly that I would never say with same people in the room. I would never say that. They need us. We don't need them. I heard somebody say that, a black American. And it was right there. They don't get things right. They don't pay attention to detail. They need us. Ooh, it's a little hard. I can't go there. I don't know what to do. Like I wasn't raised that way, and yeah. So maybe I'm kind of talking from personal experience. I see some things. At the same time, let's look back too. Like a lot of YouTubers, I heard one or two be like, I don't know, Ghana's not so hard. It might not be hard for that person you so admire and you love, like maybe me. It's not easy. Only because of where you already coming from. But if you got to have your mind be free, then you see all the beauty. And all the beauty will come to you. And I agree with the sister who said it ain't that hard, because you know why I realized she said it? I think America was far harder. So she's right. The water, all that, I'm just telling you, that water thing, you get used to that. And that's getting better. Like they said it used to be far worse. I'll be prepared. I'm ready. Like, I love it. That ain't not what you got? What you got? Like, that's how I am. I'm so feeling so zoom, so hyped. Like, what Ghana? Because I got you. We in love, okay? You ain't perfect, but I love you. You love me too. We that couple, me and Ghana. Ghana has opportunity, but it's not for everybody. Everybody's not going to stay. Like I said, and it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I'm one of them people. I personally don't want it to be overpopulated with too many Black Americans. I'm nervous about the Black Americans. Too many coming and they expecting things, this, and complaining and coming with nonsense. I just keep hoping you ain't bringing no bad habits up in this place. I don't want to see them sagging. Okay, no offense, because I saw one or two and I was just like, this ain't even cute. Where they get this shit from? This ain't from them. I don't want them to start sagging. I don't see them do that disrespectful thing, how they look at women and damn baby, them jeans. Like, I ain't never seen no shit like that here. I ain't never seen it. I ain't never seen that kind of disrespectful way that we got used to in the States. I don't get to hear about the jogger that got killed by some white folks. I'm done with this ish. I'm done with it. You get tired of it. I don't even feel connected anymore to that world. It's such a world you don't ever want again. You're a man and a woman here. You got just as much rights as any other person that's Black. And that alone is just years off you. I'm practically living a dream. I wanted to be a designer. I thought home decor. I come to the home of home decor for me because I'm into Afrocentricity. I love wearing these clothes that make me feel free. I wear more dresses. Quiet as it's kept. My vagina health is off the chain up in here because you don't really, I could talk about that another time on a private channel, but I'm good. I'm real good. And I got my family, got my friend Kwame hooking me up, and we got a lot in common. I'm good. I'm real good. Yeah, I know. Some of y'all got that. Yes. Okay, so let me go there, and I understand that. Now, I want, somebody asked me about that, and I want to address that, so I think that's a good one, and I'm really listening. Right, we're supposed to come to learn, observe, and integrate, immersing ourselves into the culture. That's why I thank you. Hi, I'm from Italy. Behave yourself. We're going to give you a warning, Christian. If you're good, we like you. If you're not going to be good, we're going to throw you out. Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't go there. But every time I see those, that's be happening. Y'all know it's true. My husband is searching, observing, says, my husband is building a house in Nigeria. I would love for us to be able to live there when we're financially independent. Yes, ma'am. Good for y'all. Beer Jones says, hello, beautiful lady. Hey, happy Mother's Day. Thank you. You too. Onique says, what about vaccines? So who is quick to mandate a vaccine on African people? Well, I won't be taking it. So I want to see the way they enunciate. Yes, I want to see it. I ain't going to take it. And I think a lot of Africans are waking up, so they can say whatever they want. I don't think it's going to happen. And Madagascar got their own remedy, and somebody else bought the Madagascar remedy, so things is changing. Onique says, some of us would love to leave the United States, especially after this pandemic. It's just trying to watch and see how the tide goes. It's uncertain times. So now I agree that I wanted to address that because somebody else asked that same thing. As long as that's not an excuse and that's real for you. Because if you're just saying it as an excuse, like you was waiting for some reason not to go, and you've been waiting so long that now we've all created the uncertain times. Some of us are scared. Some of us are watching. And I think the uncertain times is, I think that you're right. In the world, the times are uncertain for every place, right? I agree. I mean, hands down, nobody would argue that this is a worldly thing, pandemic, we're all affected. I'm not going to take none of that away. But Ghana doing better than the States. So, I mean, Ghana's doing better than the States. Ghana's doing better than the States. Ooh, Ghana's doing better than the States. I mean, the States is doing terribly right now. Let's call it what the goddamn is. Son, black people, no son, white folks. Okay, I see. The choice is too easy for me. Paying $1,100 for rent, struggling, paying $200 for rent, paid for the whole year. Wait. Food is so cheap. You got plenty of it. Food over there is so expensive, and you got to pay for organic, and everything's organic here, so you're just getting organic foods. Weigh it, y'all. Weigh it. If it's going to be chaos everywhere, which chaotic place, which is not very chaotic here, especially for you as an African American, and especially if you can transfer that American dollars to your Ghana, then you got to say, is it really about uncertainty? Do you really want to struggle in the States? That's the best part about being here. I could be my own self. And when I said that freedom is deep, because it gives you, when you're in the States, most of us got to keep the job to maintain the car that we don't really, the 3 cars or even the 1. The expensive house and the mortgage that we never really own a house. The food that we want to eat healthy, that's so extremely expensive. I mean, all these things. The weather that's horrific that we still got to go out in every single day. The being passed over for promotions. I mean, endless. When you can come somewhere and all of that in a moment is gone because that money factor. So I feel like you just be more honest. I had to maintain too. I would have, in all the years, I could never have taken off a month in the States. I know it because I never did. And I couldn't change my format. You would think I did, but not too greatly. Now I'm taking a month off. I got other teachers teaching. It's slow, but people are buying the classes, and I get to start another project because I don't need to come up with that same money like I used to. So that pressure is off of me. Just make sure y'all, 48 people, 29 thumbs up. Just make sure you're not, just for yourself, not for me. I'm telling y'all, I kind of like that I don't know what it's going to look like if 40,000 black Americans came. Like, I don't know if the Ghana would be the same. I'm not saying I don't want you to come. I'm saying I ain't forcing nobody. I learned that a long time ago. If people don't want to come, it's probably best for them and it's best for the place that they don't want to come to. It's probably best for them and it's best for you too. I learned that a long time ago. When people don't want to come, you probably shouldn't force them. You should see me. I learned that. Somebody be like, oh, people be like, the person wants people, well, you should come. No, I don't want to. I'm tired. And they really want to come. They just want you to beg them to come. Not y'all. But I don't do that. When they say no, I say, okay, bye. The person will be like, you going to leave them? They said no. How many times the person got to say no? I just need to hear once. I just need to hear once. I ain't convinced somebody they don't want to go. They're going to spoil the whole thing. Their vibe is off. They don't want to go. Their vibe is off. You want the good vibe. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't for everybody. And if it ain't for you, it ain't for you. You are not failing. You are not less African. You are not a wimp. You are not a sucker. You are none of that. You are amazing. You're more amazing because you're surviving in America. And you need to get an award for that. And it should be called reparations. That's what they need to give the award called. They ain't got that award out yet. But when they get it, y'all need to get that one. We all need to get it. But I don't even looking for that in the States. I don't think that's coming. I'm looking for citizenship in Ghana. I want that. I want citizenship in Nigeria. I want citizenship in Cameroon. I want citizenship in the African continent. I got citizenship in the U.S. But thank you. It helped me to travel to Ghana. There we go. So that's my thing. But just want to say, I hear you, but just in your mind say, am I making an excuse or is it I'm really not ready. And if you're not ready, don't even worry about it. We are kings and queens. We should not be in poverty of any kind. We are great people of great talent, skills, and minds. This is true. Well, she left you in the airport. So, there you go. So you know how that go, right? Onique said. Gigi said that. Yep, enslaving them all over again. Why would anyone want to exploit their own? Yeah, but we do it, right? Wow, that's not cool. Oh, it's horrible. That's lack of home training, treating people less than. She'll get hers. Yep, and it's happening. It's happening. And I always like to say to them, I want to represent. I want to tell you that ain't right. When they come to me, I want y'all to know, make us look good. I'll be like, I want you to know that shit is unacceptable with us. Like, I always tell them that. Yeah, you're right. That's some effed up ish. That's very wrong. I can't believe you. I know it happened because I see it. And I say, but I want you to know that's not acceptable to us either. That we don't think that's cool either. So I just want y'all to know I do come up so they won't think like we all like that. Be like, oh, nah, that's some wrong. I don't know. It's not nice. It's not. It's some whack stuff, y'all. Listening, damn, yes, Onique, right? Right? Yes, I heard that they need us too. That's right, Zama. I know. Karla said, well, I hope they have forgotten that you know her. And then don't you do it? No, and that's the beautiful part. That's why I think they love me more. Because they already know. They told me, you cool, you laid back, whatever you need, we there. Let me tell you something about Ghana so y'all will never make this mistake. And I know that y'all would never do this. But just in case, it's a real story. You want to know this stuff? I think y'all need to know this stuff. In Ghana, so let's say like I live so-called by myself. Yeah, I'm a woman in a two-bedroom apartment by myself in Ghana, okay? And I'm American, I'm a foreigner. You want to be nice and decent to the people, particularly when you live in a building by yourself. Because if something go down, it's these people right here that's going to be the one that's going to be able to get to you first. They will help you if you are kind and loving. When you cut them all off because you talk to them like doo-doo, you're going to be calling them, they're not going to answer your call. And you could really need somebody at that point. The last thing you want to do is isolate yourself because you just plain old mean. I can't even tell your stuff because it's not cool on no level. That's why I was telling Kwame, you ain't hear it, but when we was in the Afrocentric, he talked about, he said, I don't want to even hear that woman's, I don't want nothing to do with me. This, everybody separately is like, what is this? Y'all, it's whack to me too, okay? I'm just telling y'all, don't do that. Don't ever do that. Y'all will never do that. So, yeah, so that's why I know she's an extreme, so, you know. So, no, they don't. They absolutely love me. She makes me look real good, actually. Y'all stay with Trump. Don't bring that disrespectful ish to any part of the continent. Exactly. Nat BC Survivor. Hey, happy Mother's Day to you, too. So happy for you. Thank you, Melanin. You are doing great. You are where you're supposed to be. Thank you, GG's. Natural Clever says, yes, citizenships, yes. Yes, it's Marie, please leave those who don't want to come. Like you said, Ghana don't need it. It ain't for everybody. That's right. When you get citizenship from Carlos country, you can travel and live throughout West Africa with less hassle. Thank you for telling me that. You're so brilliant. Searching, observing. Can you have two? I heard you can have countries that allow dual citizenship, and I would love that. Oh, because I still, at this point in my life, I want my American passport, so I would like to have two, yes. Lisa, you are the best personality. That's why I've been watching you for years. You are unique. A lot of people are not like you. You evolve and adapt and have a positive mindset. Zama, I love you. Thank you. I'm glad they love you. She may have a hard time renewing her lease. I think them people going to be so happy when that woman, ooh, Ghana does not allow, Ghana doesn't. Okay, Donna doesn't. Okay, that's fine. You are a lady, Lisa. Hey, Coco, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. Y'all. I send my prayers to that woman. I do, because, ooh, they told me some stuff today. Maybe some new stuff. Ooh, yeah, well, just that story, there's so many, but, I saw it right away, and I thought, what the, did she, what? I saw the manager of her building. He'd be running from her. She'd be calling him. He'd be like, no, no, no. I'd be like, Lord, people be running from her. People be running from her. They be running from her in the art center. Oh, the art center. They be running. They be running. You don't want people running from you when they see you. That's not a good look, right? Straight running. And everybody looked like, mostly like me, and not blacker, I like to say I'm the blackest thing here, but I'm actually not. But I'm close, right? And if she's not, and then she do this thing, and then it just looked like, who you done channeled? Like, who have you channeled? But I have a belief that I think she was always like this. And somebody said it, you never know a person until you spend time or travel. Because there's a lot of things I'm finding now that now people are telling me stories, and I'm like, oh my God. But think about it. I wasn't supposed to know. Because had I known, I probably wouldn't have got to Ghana. You see how the divine works, though? You see how the God is God, God is the divine, the Most High works? Peep this, y'all, and think about it. It had to be a love affair in the beginning. It had to be me being at the right place at the right time to buy the ticket with her. I had to go with her in the sense I did and didn't, right? Because if I didn't, I wouldn't have met this family that is ready to be down for me. We all sitting around wondering about this thing here, like what the hell's going on? And they still will do for her. She can call them today, tomorrow. This family will be there for her because that is their promise. And they keep it. So I feel like it all worked out perfectly. I feel like I got my mind back. I could think again, y'all don't understand the oppression. But if you could get that, when I say she's acting like her white ancestors, in Ghana, they was some cruel mother. Them British was no joke. They was cruel mother effers up in Ghana. And so the word I kept using was oppressive. I said I felt like I was in a abusive relationship. I exaggerate not. I finally over it. Like it took me all this time, but I'm coming through it. Sometimes my friend Kwame gets so mad. Whole situation, whole different situation. Same. I have to calm him down. Be like, you know what? We don't know her no more. Now, when you got to talk to people like that. Yeah, they had like a minute. It's like, can we talk to you? I was like, huh? It's like, what? I don't know. It's fucking crazy to me, too. So we send her love. We send her joy. We send her blessings. We hope that her mind will be right. We hope that she can, I don't know. I don't know. She might be mentally going through a lot. In general, she never tell nobody because she don't. I think we should just pray for her and leave it alone. We're going to let that go. 48 people, 32 thumbs up. I'm done. But they just told me some new stuff, and I was just like, oh, that's a hard one. Okay, yes. I'm glad that yes, thank you. That's true, though. That was Karla. You said it there. Ghana does, okay. Oh, does allow dues. Oh, does, thank you. Yes, thank you. Lisa, Ghana does. That's right, positive. I just saw it. Me, I see. When those answers start going after her, but what, girl? Yes. She better be careful before they snatch a piece. I'm trying to tell you. I wouldn't mess with them, right, girl? Because what they know, come on, girl. We know about the hair, don't we? Don't leave your hair around. Laugh out loud at Coco's ass. It is, Coco said it. She lucky she's in Ghana and not Nigeria. That's right. I would tell you Nigerians don't play that. They fight. Now, you know what? And I love you for that because you know why? It's all of the earth. You're saying something very, very powerful. Very powerful. And I won't say that because I remember the person that flew us out here, the friend that knew her forever, like he had to go home to tell her off because what he saw it was her. All of us, y'all, she left no stone unturned. She dogged us all. And he said something that you said that's almost to your words. He said she better be careful because Ghanaians are nice, but you're gonna meet some they ain't gonna be so nice. And so I think, so it could happen here too. But you said, I know Nigeria wouldn't even have it. You, Lisa, when y'all were in the hallway, she was really shocked, impressed, or caught off guard that the men flocked to your beauty and femininity. She couldn't even take it. Balance, that's right, Coco and Coco, two Cocos. Balance and grounded people don't mistreat others intentionally. Being mean in your spirit is an illness. She needs healing. Yeah, she needs some healing. We're going to send it to her. Patricia Lisa, you are beautiful. I'm so enjoying your videos. Thank you for bringing your experience. You're very welcome, Patricia. Samson, you're right. The Creator will use anyone to bring blessings into your life. And she would use it, obviously. Right? Like, that's the one thing I go back and say, look how good the divine is. Who are you guys talking about, Mr. Bay? Oh, we were really talking about that black American that comes to Ghana and then treat the people like they slaves and she the slave master, or he. And I was saying that somebody I knew, a black American, I said that she does that. She treats like doo-doo. And it's very obvious and it's been talked about. So nobody said no names, and we not. People just figuring it out. And I was just saying, like, we don't want that. And I was saying how they just told me another story that is so... Yeah, I'm with, who said it? Which Coco said it? The renewing, or Carlette. I don't think they gonna ever want her back again, but yeah. So, yeah, she does. Yeah, she does. She does. She does. And I don't know. I'm just gonna pray for her. Even though we are not talking, I'm just gonna pray for her. I really mean, I'm just gonna send her good vibes that she gets the help that she really needs. And, yeah, it's not good. No, not good. So, like, I was just trying to tell y'all, I know people looking at me like, oh, call up. No, y'all, I'm telling y'all, it ain't just me. It's hard to get a Ghanaian upset, and they still don't really get upset in her face. They just politely ignore you, and they won't be back, and you won't see them again. That's why I'm being cool. Like, you by yourself, that family is way too far, but let me tell you, they be there for her. Anything happen to her, they going to be there for her. They take care of her just as much as me. See, this is another thing. Another difference is when somebody does something for you, this is what this American that I once traveled with told me. She would get people to do all kinds of things for her, and then she would offer them a dime, knowing that they spent their gas, their time, their money, their food. You know what she told me? You need to stop giving them stuff when they do things for us. It's their culture. They're supposed to do it. Okay, that's before we stayed in their house. Did you really like that? That's why I asked Hannah where to go, and they put us up in their room. They took their daughter, the other one in the room, the house she was in. The little daughter was sitting with her mama, so you can have that bed and that room to yourself. I told her, I said, I offered them some money, and I hope that you did too. She said, well, that's stay. You really gonna stay there? So you gonna sit here and be here for 3 weeks, and you gonna sit here? No, see, I can't. No, that's not right. Oh yeah, I mean 9. Kojo would pick us up at 9 in the morning, and wouldn't go home to 9 at night. He only asked for this measly. It was an agreement before I came. What he offered, I paid him every time after we finished. She owed him to this day. What I'm telling you is that man, his kids is sick. His daughter had malaria. I remember when we first got here. This man, I could see he worried. She talked about where we going. This is what I need from you. I'm like, hello, Kojo. I know your daughter is sick. How are you? How's she doing? I can see it's weighing on you. She's fine. I want to see. Are we going to get ready? Are we ready to go? See, Uber don't do that, honey. Uber take you there and back. Uber don't stay with you, pick up the stuff, take you back and forth, go get this, go get food, go get this, go get that. Another thing, would you invite you know that they done slaves for you all day. And apparently she knew she wasn't giving no money. I was, because that was an agreement you told me. Doing nothing I want to do, doing what she wants, but I'm good, I'm in God, I'm happy. If you say to somebody here, maybe in the States too, oh yeah, well, we're going to eat. Let's all go eat. Let's go eat, and we go get some place like Abajo, which a Ghanaian would never eat there. That's why Abajo is in the art center. Abajo is a wonderful restaurant. The food ain't that great to me. Okay, I don't want to talk about that food, but it's okay. The Ghanaians don't really even like the food because it's not the best Ghanaian food. It's for the tourists. They're actually closed because they only make money from the tourists. There's another restaurant called Kwa, where the food's delicious, but they also only make money on the tourists, right? So it's not even open. So it makes money off the tourists. So, in other words, Ghanaians wouldn't go because it's expensive. It's cheap to us. This is the other part. It's not like flaunting our money, but we kind of got more because we got a little more and everything seems so cheap. But you got to imagine it's not cheap to the Ghanaians. She says, "Yo, come on, let's all go out to eat." That's why I even came. It's last year. It's last year. But I see it because I do. So you go to eat, and Ghanaians thought you invited them. Let's go out to eat. Let's go eat. You pick the place. You tell them, let's go out to eat. And then they got to go in their pocket with this expensive meal. They only did it once. I watched it happen this time. And she ain't offered nothing. And they had to pay. And they ain't had no money because they ain't get their money that she's supposed to give. Okay, I'm just saying. What I'm telling you is, see, this is common courtesy stuff. This is not no cultural thing. You treat people good. If somebody, my mother taught me, I remember we didn't have a car and we would ask somebody to drive us. My mother always offered first, and she said, "And we got your gas." That's common courtesy. Somebody's driving you around for 12 hours straight, never going home to see his kids, sick, and child was malaria in the hospital for days. Right by herself, stressed out. You offer some gas money. You offer something. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. So it's stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go. We've been on for a long time, and it's been a great conversation. I'm gonna go now, but I don't know, y'all. My Leo heart just cannot do people wrong. I try my best not to do that. So, yes, Ghanaians are not stupid. No, they're not. They may be mild-mannered. Yep, that's how far as it go. That's why on the higher note, Ghana is fueling you in a beautiful way. Yes, not naturally clever. Let's go. But not stupid. Wow, that's wild. Oh, no, she did. That's great. Yes, citizenship is our culture, so we shouldn't take advantage. We can't. But the sad thing is she might ruin it for... No, she won't, because there's too many Black Americans here that hearts are like gold, and they've met some. You have a kind heart, and that makes a difference. Thank you. Some Ghanaians might just steer well clear and just be weird. Oh, it could, but I don't think so. I hope she learns good, because parts of West Africa still practice juju. That's right. It's difficult to believe, but she needs to not get people annoyed. That's right. Yeah, very much. Home training, yes. My parents, when they go back home, always make sure to keep themselves to themselves, because people can be vengeful. Yes. Common courtesy, and should be common sense. Yes, she will not get any good. But no, that's right. I was raised to do that. I'm so grateful to my mom. Yes, Leo too. Yeah, y'all. So and I think that this was important that we had this conversation, because she is the cautionary tale. She's what I fear, and so I really want y'all to come if you decide. I'm not trying to, keep you from not coming, but when I see her, that scares me a lot. But they know, because they see me. They're so wonderful. They think that maybe she's, getting older, some mental thing. I think something's going on too, and to be honest. They're so kind in that way. They're they can't, because they wouldn't want to believe nobody says out and out that is evil. So it must be something else going on. So yeah, let's just send out love and blessings to all our sisters and brothers. Because one thing is true, all of us coming back to Africa will feel the effect, and it will come out in crazy ways. And that's something that I see when I see her and I see me. It affects me in ways that will be different than it'll affect you. Just always remember that if it is true, and like I said, maybe it's the white ancestors coming out or whatever that is, we have to reconcile a lot. I could imagine, I wonder what it's like to be biracial and coming back to Ghana. What side you feel? How do you reconcile that within yourself? Or whatever it is. Everybody's going to have their own experience, and everybody's going to have that kind of, I call it almost like a wake-up call experience. I almost too, I want to remember the water, everything was just driving me nuts. I was like, I'm not built, I'm too much I need to be up in the States. Emotionally, I feel like I broke down a tad bit in a good way. I think you all will experience something. I feel like it's like the ancestors you brought with you, and then the ancestors that are here. And I just feel like for her, I look at that, wow, she's so Black. But what is Blackness if you treat other Black people bad? Then so Black don't mean nothing, no matter how revolutionary you are. And sometimes I felt like in the States she was more African than the Africans. Well, apparently maybe that's what the problem was. So I just feel like, that's why I say I wouldn't even say I'm talking about her bad anyway. I can see the confusion of being black in America. And the colorism thing is a very deep thing. And that's what I keep saying to y'all. We're talking about, and just in general, a light-skinned woman from the South. That's a whole nother dynamic of treatment of others, of the way you were treated. If we be honest, we got to tell the truth. So how does colorism affect you when you go into a country where the people are black, for real black? How does, what spiritually happens to you when you step into a world where it's a little different here? You might not be on the top in the same way. That can come out as frustration. You don't ever know. I mean, and I will say that the States, in a lot of ways, messed us all up. Some of us are scared of Africa, right? Some of us, we're overly planning, right? Or we're not planning at all, or for right reasons, we kind of should be scared in that kind of metaphysical way. And I do look, that's why my sensitivity goes out, because she's over here getting this treatment and you come over here and wait a second, they're not relating on the same way. They automatically relate to me. To them, I look like them, I talk in the language, I am friendly and smiley. They tell me this. So I saw you the first time, I said, wow, this woman is not overly aggressive. And I'm a Leo, we're supposed to be aggressive. They said, you love that you're a businesswoman, but you're kind. I care, y'all. I care. I traveled enough to know that they don't have the money the way we do. And I don't think we're rich, but I know they don't have it the way we do. And to hear Karla say, yes, they do. Why they don't have no money? They got money just like we do. Like, now, you did no research, or you've been here all this time and you don't want to see. But it's deep, y'all. Do you understand? It's deep. It's everybody's going to be turned inside out on whatever level that it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Be prepared for it. Be prepared for your breakdown, because you're going to have one. So I could imagine. You know, I remember, and I'm going to say this, that I used to, two different experiences. And let's just pull it out there so we could feel it a little bit and we could be okay with it. I am a black, dark-skinned woman from America who was taught that everything black was ugly and bad, and this was from other black people. Then you got a very lighter skinned woman who, very light, hair is that hair that some would say, it's curly or whatever. So come on, because we got, colorism includes the hair now, the good hair, bad hair situation. The way, when I wanted to talk about my experience, because you can't understand, if you wasn't that little dark-skinned girl that nobody thought was anything, right? And dark-skinned women are complaining. And you go to a place and, oh my God, not only is dark-skinned cool, you not even the darkest one. For a dark-skinned woman coming back home, the experience is like no other, because if we say that all black people have the same exact experience in the States, then we would be lying. We know that there's some that got it was just a little bit easier. That's what I did. I gotta say, I loved about my ex. I'm gonna give him that. He said, there's no way I'm gonna sit here and say my experience as a light-skinned man is different than yours. It was the same as yours as a black woman. Experience as a dark-skinned person. He said, I've seen it all my life. I know what you're talking about. So if we could just agree to that one. So I would say, oh my God, like, wow, like, oh my God, look at all these pretty dark people. I said, and I would say, you know, oh my God, being dark-skinned and being considered ugly, you see all these beautiful dark people and they dating and married to each other and having babies. And I mean, it's the simplest things, right? Things that dark-skinned woman never thinks is going to happen for her. She would deflect. She would talk about herself. She would talk about her own experiences. She felt very uncomfortable with me having that experience. That's when I know I got to go. I can't even have an experience in the one place where I can have the experience. Because her color and her status that came from that being a Southern woman could not and even let this dark woman have that experience. She could not do it. She could not let me have my welcome home that they was giving me, and they was giving it to me. When they said, oh, she looks Ghanaian, I don't know you, I don't know, not so much, she Ghanaian. She'd be like, she jumped up one time and said, she ain't untouched, she ain't untouched. Oh, it was, came from some real place. She was hating on that. Because you don't ever think in America you're going to have, this woman is never going to be greater than you, better than you, bigger than you, more beautiful than you. No, 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 ever. Because you trained that way. And then you go to a country and they embracing this woman, because I'm trying to talk to Tree. That shit blew, it was taken, oh, and the ugliness came out. Yeah, things I don't tell you. The only thing I can speak for is a dark-skinned woman, and if you black and you never felt good, come to Ghana, your whole life will change. Your whole life will change. Hard pill to swallow. And it wasn't me that knows it. It was one of the persons we were traveling with that said, you got to understand where it was happening right now for the sister. I'm just saying. So we need to talk, you know? We need to talk. And we need to talk, and we need to get it out. I'm just trying to prepare you. When you come here, it's everybody going to be affected in different ways. So y'all see. Yes. That's right. I was raised, that's right. I thank you for your time and insight. I was always saying, Ashe, you're genuine, you're loving. That's why you will always be blessed. Thank you. I love y'all. Thank you. Thanks for Sis for treating us Africans with respect and kindness. That's right. We can only hope that more who visit Africa will be like you. Thank you. You're making me want to cry. Thanks for sharing this with us so we can all learn on what to do and not do. That's what I'm doing. Thank you, darling Zama. Lisa, I think about it sometimes. I think, wow, it's like that diasporans like you have retraced the steps of your ancestors. Ashe. So real, yes, let's send love, because people be going through things they never discuss. That's right. I know a few people like that, so many issues, and don't see a problem with how they operate. That's right. Can you imagine those who got kidnapped believe nobody would ever know what happened to them? Yes, but thanks to technology, we know the full story. Oh, positive. I love that. Thank you, Auntie, for being a great example, because we want solidarity. The answers are guiding you. Yes. Coco says, Spirit is speaking through you. Says, Ashe, Coco. Thank you. Leos are kind. We are very loyal and respectful, full of fire, but gracious. Yes, salt of the earth from other black people. Yes. Yes, Miss Vine and Roses. Pod, Lisa Marie, that's whack. Yes, you are speaking truth. Yes, that's just that's going through something. She's going through something. And that's why I come back and say, you know, we're going to remember that. Wow. Oh, wow. Tell it, sis. Yes. Speak the truth. So let us know. We just need to wish her well and pray for her so she can get some peace. It's not about you. That's right. Light skin equals white, hate equals factor. Yes. Wow. Whoa. Thanks for that, sis. No one talks about that stuff. No. It's deep. It's deep. And I knew it, but I didn't, because, you know, I'm trying to have my experience, y'all. I was like, wait a second, y'all. I remember one video, I said, I'm the shit out here, y'all. I'm the shit. Like, it was mind-blowing. I mean, not to say men never found me attractive, but no, I was on some whole nother level. It was like, yo, you home? What's up? Hey. And I was kind of acting. I was all, like, trying to understand. Like, sometimes to be like, she'd be like, well, did it? I one time said, hey, sis, can you let them talk for themselves? They trying to tell us how to operate out here. I'm listening. Y'all should have saw me. Y'all know that. We from, any of y'all from the hood, anytime, forget it, you a grown up. You know you in a new territory. You trying to peep game, ain't you? You trying to figure it out. And somebody here to tell you, she gonna tell them how it go. They was like, I don't understand that, how she knows more than us about, I don't know either. Okay, I'm listening to y'all though. I'll be like, okay, now you said, don't go there when, don't do that when, don't pull out the phone during, I'm listening. Okay, what else was that? Okay, at that time, okay, on Tuesday, I be listening, y'all. I figure these people know what they talk about their own country. I'm gonna listen. But that's that. kind of that superiority that these porch monkeys don't know shit. Let's just put it out with how some people think. And the thing is, America is so ugly sometimes that ugliness seeps inside you too, and you don't know it. I mean, Willie Lynch did his thing, right? Right? I mean, fake or not, whatever people say, the idea was real. If you pit the two against, you don't have to keep doing it. We just do it to ourselves. We just do it to ourselves. If you ask that sister, does she think her privilege? She wouldn't think she had privilege. She would never say it. But sometimes we don't even know it. It's just like, I know we are madames here. I know that we have privilege as black women here. And I'm just trying to make sure that shit don't go to my head. Do you understand what I'm saying? I want to make sure that ish is not going to my head. I be checking myself twice to make sure I don't, you can call me madame, and I understand why, but I don't want to be a madame if I'm going to be a bitch, an evil woman that takes advantage of her own people. Then I ain't ish. Oh no, I do check in. I'll be like, now, let's make sure I ain't trying to, because it's easy to be you madame, they treat you like madame. Oh, madame, sit down, madame. Sit down, do that. And you're supposed to do it, you sit there, because I do that for you, madame, I do. I'll be like, thank you so much. I'll be trying to, what y'all want? Like, no, nothing, okay. But, so, yes, love y'all too. No one, that's right, love you, Melanin Zama. Wow, that's heavy, multifaceted. Karla, thanks for this. You're welcome, exactly, says Naturally Clever. Right, exactly. We have to listen. Woo, the weird and the arrogant. Yes, the periodic conference for certain. Yes, Akita. I'm not from the hood, but hell, I peep game too. That's why I say you don't even have to be. You have to, and I'm from the time. You better. So, or she suddenly has released that she is ungodly in a godly world full of godly people. Yes, blackness is so beautiful, majestic. It's killing inside. Laugh out loud. I know, you got to. Speak the truth, sis. Yes, Ghana is a matriarchal society. Yes, it is. A beautiful one. Like a lot of African countries. Yes, I'm black. Yes. I say. So, y'all go home to get that, if nothing else. And I mean all of it. Let me just say this. It's a country with many people. There are a lot of Nigerians here. And I remember I saw these folks and it looked like, because I just asked, I wasn't sure. I was like, are the men bleaching too? Because there are some women that bleach here. And you could easily see it. It so stands out. Y'all know what it looked like. But not a lot. I don't think it's the biggest bleaching country, but there's some, you see it. And they get down to a brown. They be working, they don't quite get to the light, but they're still lighter. But there's people here naturally lighter too. I remember I saw these people and the skin wasn't sure if they bleached. And I said, do certain people bleach? Because I'm seeing a lot of people, it was one town we was in, that have a red, I mean, it's a beautiful red, but it's very red. It's like a color I've never seen on any black person in my life. It's still a black person. It's still in brown skin, but it's more reddish. And he said, oh no, those are the certain people from Nigeria that actually have that look. So there are brown people, lots of them. There's dark skin and there's light skin too. I don't see a lot, that's all I'm saying. But I don't expect to see a lot. I'm in Ghana, right? That's all I'm saying. The whole thing is they embrace everybody. They embrace her too. They don't have that. They kind of laugh. They're just saying, she looks Ghanaian. One guy said, you not so much. But that's okay. She doesn't. Not so much. That's what he said. Honesty. I think that they love everybody. I watch them. Ghanaians will, honey, they'll set white folks and act like, and probably make them a chief, which I think they did with the Chinese. Africans overall are loving, and maybe that's sometimes is our problem as well, because we accept everybody, and that could be your downfall. Black people, wake up. But they will love her. They don't treat her no different. They would give her everything. Like I'm saying, you're free here. You're free. But I know that we have issues in the state. And I just want to say, if you wanted to work on your issue, if you wanted to, you could come here to do that. Because something's going to come up that is buried deep inside. And if it come up ugly, if you could check it and see it, then that's okay too. Then the healing has begun. I think it's when you don't understand that you're in a healing place, or you don't understand that the healing needs to take place. And I think that that's going to make it difficult for the sister because she don't act like she get it. So I'm going to send love. I think I'll probably talk about the Ghanaians, and I want everything. I want it to be fair. I want us to work with them and them with us. I want us to be one Africa for real. And I know I don't hear that a lot from people promoting the togetherness. You know, I think too, what I don't want to see, and I'm also afraid of since we're here and it's a long night and we're just going to go for it, is African Americans that come here just to make money. So they don't really care about Ghana, and they don't really care about the Ghanaian people. They came because they know it's an opportunity to make money, and not necessarily make money off the Ghanaians, because they don't really have the money to give you, but make money off the diasporans coming in. That's fine, that's no problem. You should set up hotels, all of it, but make sure your heart is in the right place. For me, I just would like to not see Ghanaians or foreigners, me, I'm a foreigner, diasporans come to Ghana and only come to exploit the land or even the opportunities, because then that's like manifest destiny type ish too. Just kind of, we got to be careful. When I talk to people that's here, I ask them what they like. And because some people, I don't know if they're here for the people and the unification of Africans. I think they're here to exploit the opportunities. I could be wrong. The people that's really here, like that channel, living my best life in Ghana, I know that sister's heart. They for the people. They love the people, and they love the immersion. They love the culture. That's why I highly recommend that channel. I recommend that channel so much because I think they just got on. They already got 1,000 subscribers. They're dope. There's some other people I watch. I don't know if they give a damn about the people or not. I don't know if they think about them people on a daily basis. I don't know if the people with even a thought in their mind. Okay, I don't know. And maybe that's my little mission. You know, maybe my little mission is to continually look for the balance and continually look for the love and the connection between us. I really want that. I really want that. And the language and the whole bit. It's very important. Nobody told me to come here and learn the language. When I got here, I wanted to learn the language. And we got to stop feeling like we can't say the words. I mean, I think I'm going to put a call out to any African-American vlogger that is watching me. At least learn the greetings like I did. That's it. And say it on your channel so that your people can know, understand that learning the language is important. And at least learn to say thank you, good morning, good afternoon, good night, and whatever else that you could think of, Eti something, and do it on the screen so other black folks know that you really are about these people and that you really are coming here to learn about these folks that you say is your folks. We want citizenship, but we ain't acting like citizens. I don't know, maybe we're not getting citizenship until we act like citizens. Learn something about the people. Tell me about a meal, make one, reproduce it. That's why I did the class today. If you want to support, you still can buy it for it. I wanted y'all to get a real Ghanaian, a mother of two with a husband and a family, and they doing their thing, and I wanted y'all to see that. I want you to see her beautiful, even when I featured my first sister, Leandria, just her beautiful, amazing spirit. I just want y'all to see the greatness in us, in all of us. And so any classes I do, I will always do my best to have a Ghanaian to teach one of the classes. Plus they get an opportunity to make some American style dollars and understand that what you do and what you just did is worth that much money that I gave you. At this point, the classes, luckily y'all coming in, y'all came into this one. It allows me to pay for them. In some cases, the first one I paid to the teacher, I got no payment. It wasn't a lot of people, but it was okay. This one was a little more, so that helps. But I'm going to stay with this because I know it's going to grow. And I know my heart's in the right place, and I feel like I'm doing the right thing. But I would love to see the diasporans mastering the language. I definitely want to. I'm gonna start taking this much more seriously. I need lessons. Actually, Kwame teaches me a lot. I just gotta write it all down and maintain it. He teaches me a lot. I don't know. I just think, they say the citizenship is easier to get if you know the language. It says it right there. That's one way to gain it, is to learn the local language. I think it's respectful. And I think it's fun. I think it's exciting. And why would we not want to learn more languages? Why don't we want to have many languages under our belts? 52 people, 38 thumbs up. I just want to thank you so much. If you forgot to thumbs up, please do like, share, subscribe, comment. If you feel in this video at all, I must have been a reason I stayed up this late. It's much 4 hours later here, or later. I guess we're ahead. So earlier, that looks. Yeah, I wanna see us as diasporans caring about Ghanaians and just giving thanks that at least it's one country that opened up in more ways than others. And so I give thanks to Ghana for that. I got my life in Ghana. So yeah, so when you look at your bloggers, look for those things, the unification, the immersion of it. Do they talk about Ghanaians? Do they care about Ghanaians? Are they making the lives of Ghanaians easier, better, or just good? That's what I care about. And I know everybody won't, but I don't think we'll make it as a one Africa if we can't unify the diasporans with the continental Africans in their own country. It's their country. Long lost, but that dang it, long and lost is the operative word for Black Americans. These folks been here. And with that, I'm going to say good night, ladies. I'm going to say good night. Oh, yeah, they be bleaching. Yes, I'm Black. Yes, Naturally Clever. Love this. Thank you, Naturally Clever. You're welcome, Deatria. Hey, Queen Lisa, I watched you for quite a while, but this is my first time catching you live. You are amazing. I'm so inspired by you. Thank you, Midasti. Very diverse. Yes, the Fulanis are like, I heard the Fulanis are, right? And that's the Fulani. It's the Fulani, the people of Nigeria, because that was, that she told me. I was like, oh, look at that look. Like, I never saw that one, Multifaceted says, I just had a client last week and asked him, was he African-American? He got instantly angry and screamed, I ain't no African, I am Black. Wow. I clutch my pearls. Colonialism has done a lot to us, right? Multifaceted, wow. Bleaching, yeah. You see it, you don't see it a lot though. I will honestly say I didn't see it a lot, but when you see it, it stands out. Speak on this, it's on earth, that's right, in Ghana. Yeah, that's sad. It needs to change, yes. People first, yes, Akita. Lisa Marie, where can I contact you? At which is THE, blackberrybeauty@gmail.com. Blackberry is BERRY, beauty@gmail.com, THE. Okay? Patricia, Lisa, I see that too, meaning greed. Yeah, okay. I missed the part, but I could be. You are extremely heartful and caring lady. Thank you, Patricia. Karla said, what time is it daily to me? I don't know because I can't see the time, but it's 4 hours later than New York right now. So I'm probably way after midnight. Maybe it's even 1, I don't know. We have to go back and respect the land. That's right. If you were applying for Western passport, those same stipulations to learn the language applies. African Americans have to respect that. Absolutely. People asking for citizenship, but you didn't even try to learn the language. I never hear them say one word, but you want citizenship? But you're not being a citizen. Yes, that's excellent, Lisa. Teaching them what they have to offer. Yes. One YouTuber said Ghanaians are passive aggressive. That could be true. Fulanis live in the northern part of West Africa. Okay, thank you, darling. Ghana, Nigeria. Oh, okay, all of that. The Fulanis cover all of that. Thank you very much, because I don't know all of that, and I appreciate that. Yeah, so I saw some Fulanis then, yeah. And I think somebody said the Fonte, too, might be lighter skin. I think I heard that. But I heard they had a lot of contact with the Americans and white folks, actually white folks and just British. I've heard that, so a lot of mixing there. But nevertheless, I just want to be a good citizen. And Ghana, it makes me, I never thought about being a citizen to the States in that way or being patriotic, but I can see it for Ghana. And if Ghana is the one, you know, I think we could move from country to country and then none of them will be perfect. I think you just got to find a place and figure out how much of it you want to deal with. And if it's enough, you'll stay. And if it's not, you'll go. And you got a right to do that as well. So, yeah, I do. And the passive aggressiveness of Ghanaians, I might have seen it. I might have seen it. Okay, no, I haven't seen it. Okay, I'm lying. But I've only been here for a short time, so I won't look for it. But if it's out there, I'll see it. I've not seen it. Yeah, but it could be. Fonty, some are, just some. Okay, with Europeans, that's what I heard. Is there any marijuana there? Oh, yeah. Not that I would know anything about that, but oh, yeah. Ms. Vine, yes, Shauna, there is. Ms. Vine said, I love you, Lisa. Can't wait to meet you in Ghana. Yes, I'll prepare for my family move. I'm coming. Come on, sister. Come on. Come on, y'all. I got a room for y'all if y'all don't mind. But no, definitely come on. I would love to have y'all. I'd be thrilled. I cannot wait to meet y'all in Ghana. We're going to be doing a meetup in Ghana, y'all. We're going to be doing a meetup in Ghana. So, yeah. The love, the respect, the commonality, I think is going to be good. And all praise is due to all of us and the Most High and Divine for bringing us wherever we are, okay? Because in the end, you can make a great life in the United States as well. And that, I won't even take that away. And some of you have a great life. And it's okay if you don't need to leave. You can come visit and have a good time and go home. You might do that a few times anyway. But come and visit. You'll be fine. Whatever you choose is perfect. Yes. Right. Please inspire. Make sure you visit first. Oh. Hey, Najia, how are you? Lisa, it's at 2 a.m. I got the fever today. Thank you in London. Oh, then it's 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. here. I'm going to bed. Me too. Love talking to you. Thank you. Me too. Positive vibes. We both are. In March, the retreat in March. Which retreat, Carlette? Have a good night. I say March. Because I was here in March. Was that the first one that we was going to do in Ghana? I don't know. We'll talk. No, I'm not sure. Tell me which retreat in March, because I'm not sure. I'm confused. I got the days, and I'm for real. We'll talk in private. Okay, I'm ready for a change. It's my Capricorn mind made up, and I know that's right. Ashe. Carlette, I'm not sure what retreat in March, so remind me, honey, because I'll be forgetting. But I'm not absolutely sure. I mean, was that March, that the first one we was going to do with the sister from London? Because that didn't happen. If that's the one you're talking about. All right, darlings. We'll talk about it tomorrow. All right, 2 a.m. I don't know what I don't know if I've ever been up to 2 a.m. in Ghana. So there you go. I love you, ladies, and I'll see you. Yes, you may. Yes, no, it didn't. It didn't happen. It was too expensive. It was $5,000, and that is a lot for 1 week in Ghana. So, and then I wound up going in March anyway. So I didn't realize it was the same month. How funny is that? Pretty cool. All right, ladies, I'll see you tomorrow. And Live Free TV, y'all earned this long video because I ain't seen y'all in a while. And I know every time I don't see y'all in a while, I come here. And I always come here with this. It's funny. It's like every channel is lining up perfectly with the message that needs to be for that channel. So, all right, darlings. Yes, happy Mother's Day. Thank you to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day. Have a good night. Yes, that's true. Maybe then. I love you, ladies, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace and blessings.